Welcome to Graya Overload. I'm Anthony, and Spectre Meltdown updates. Intel has issued more patches, and Microsoft has helped IT pros determine what has been patched. In keeping up to date with the Spectre Meltdown stuff here is that Intel has now finally released their production microcode updates to OEMs and partners, and this is going to represent the Skylake, the Cave Lake, and the Coffee Lake based platforms. So we have the 6th, 7th, and 8th generation core product lines, as well as the latest X series processor family, and also includes the Intel Xeon Scalable and the Intel Xeon processors as well. And this is really important that Intel get this out there, and that as OEMs and partners ship that to end users or get it ready for end users, that end users go out there and update it as well. And I'm hoping that a lot of the partners and OEMs also help notify customers to be able to go through the process and updating, because these firmware microcode updates are important. Make sure you'll have to check your BIOS, stuff like that, to get these microcode updates out and on your system, which are important as well. And I'm glad that Intel's keep the notification coming and keep the news going, because the communication on this is very important. There's been a lot of lawsuits, that have came out against Intel. I believe it's like more than 30 already. They're based upon this Spectre Meltdown information that have been out there, and I'm sure that there's even going to be more than that. So it'll be interesting to also follow those. But I'm very glad that Intel has gone through and is communicating where their patch levels at, because that is very important for users that have those processors. And I'm hoping that we'll see maybe some older processors here too that Intel will start rolling out as well. But another benefit here is that Microsoft this week has also announced Windows Analytics that'll help assess where the Spectre and Meltdown patches are on your systems. This is to really help IT pros, and they're taking care of massive amounts of computers here, and they'll be able to hopefully easier assess where they are in the patching process. And so that this service here is going to basically tell you the status of your antivirus status, your Windows operating system security update status, and your firmware status. And right now Microsoft's working with Intel to get approved list of firmware and updates from them, and they're going to be working with other CPU partners as well as data becomes available to Microsoft. So it's very important, and hopefully that this makes IT pros' lives a lot easier, and that's the goal here. I know, dealing with a lot of computers myself, this would be a huge help in that area. I've kind of taken a different route already to get most of everything already patched, but this is something that I've now also started looking into since it came out this week to help me out a little bit as well. So I'm glad that everyone's trying to put and work toward trying to get everything patched and up to date so that it's protected against Spectre Meltdown. And I like that goal that they're trying to work towards, or that's the goal that I see them trying to work towards. And I hope that that's the goal that they have, because I think it's important for people out there to get their systems patched and be protected against this. And hopefully, if there's another security flaw that comes out, and chances are there probably will be, just based upon where we kind of live in today, is that the next time this were to happen, everything happens maybe a little bit faster and a little bit more transparent, to make sure that the end users get protected as fast as possible as well. So I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time to support Graya Overload and helping grow this channel. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching Graya Overload. If you like this content, be sure to subscribe.